Hello, ladies and gentlemen and others. Sorry that this is going to happen. We have to step off our Viking path because I got my 1000th, yes, you heard that correct, my 1000th request to turn someone into a werewolf on Thursday the 14th of December 2023. I can't cope anymore. Stop it. I'm sorry. If you would like to follow the Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all those things that are there, I mean the group of people who follow us on Facebook are ace and we have a good chat and there's loads of them and stuff, but I can't make you a werewolf. I'm so sorry. So occasionally, slotted between the story episodes, I just have to have a bit of a self-righteous rant as a werewolf amongst you humans. These episodes are those that the people of Reddit sit hunched over their crusty keyboards and throw troll-tastic jibes at me. Strange how that this coincidentally follows a series about a troll. Red-eyed Redditors stare myopically at their screens, trolling and rightfully attacking me for being an edgelord. Well, I am kind of sure they do it rightfully-ish. Perhaps it's valid what they say, but I'm not doing it to be admired though. A contrarian? Yes. A lachiist? Yes. At least, I don't think I am a contrarian to be admired. I'm admirable anyway, so why would I? I mean, I'm amazing if you think about it, so I really do not need to do this to get more admiration, so why do I do it? It's a good question. I do it because I can point out all humanity's flaws and show you where life has gone wrong for your particular species. It's good of me, innit? I'm not a rebel. I'm a werewolf. What am I rebelling against? Do you know what? I love the conservative, materialistic, capitalistic system and society that we've engaged to serve our population. Well, we've engaged to serve the rich part of the population, of whom, I must admit, I am one. I mean, I'm not in sort of Elon Musk's sort of range or anything, you know. He has, what is it, $222 billion or so. I'm doing okay, though, with a few million. This lovely thing that we do economically means an uncaring, psychotic person such as myself or Elon can be very successful. So thank goodness that it is the way we do shit. If it was otherwise, if it wasn't capitalist, maybe then I'd be a rebel. Sorry, a little move left field straight away in this week's episode. I mean, I can't say I don't like edging, but when I do it, it's only sexually or when killing someone. So they are half right. Taking people to the edge of orgasm or death and then bringing them back are two of my favourite things to do. Whether I'm a lord of edging, well, that would have to be someone else's opinion, not mine. It's a nice compliment, though, and I do deserve nice compliments, and I do deserve to be admired. I suppose that this podcast is pretty edgy as well. I do sit at the edge, and as a favourite listener of mine, I know you do too. We sit on the edge of this dark abyss that opens before us and poke it with sticks to see if we can cause it to fuck up more. That's what I get off on, to be honest. Poking society with a spoon. Right. What should have been my opening? Oh, it's the holiday season. Whatever that bollocks means to you, it seems to mean something very different to most of you than the things that it's supposed to mean. I mean, some of you stick a tree in your house and cover it in sparkly and glowing shit. As the youngsters say, WTF is that about? I don't get it. Although the materialistic urge to get shit you love from the people you know seems fun. What do you mean? Give stuff to people you love? No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, it's been proven that getting a present increases dopamine levels just for a few seconds before you realise that you already have 7 remote control helicopters and 5 drones, and really what you don't need is the smallest one on the market with the latest 5 billion million pixel camera and it to sit in a box for a year or so on the shit shelf where there never should be a wandering elf before you forget about said drone and never use it. You just have more shit going quickly into technological staleness in storage. Again, off topic, sorry. Or you can get stuff that is as interesting as drying paint. Socks and underpants. Socks and underpants in packets of 7 with humorous cartoon stuff on them. Not even plain or quality designer tailoring. Oh, and the cartoons are shit. And that is how much you are valued, Dad. Pants and socks. Got you something useful, Alan? Yeah, thanks, you dick. So please put up with this shitty rant for my sake. It's the holiday of your choice or something like that. I suppose I'm in a weird position when it comes to religious knowledge because I don't believe in religion, but I know that a few of them are actually legit. Some of them are real. Take it from me, this is primary source knowledge. You may have been with me into hell in a recent episode where I met the Lightbringer herself and we had a chat. We'll get back to that story in the new year. I also know that the Norse gods exist because Fenrir had chatted with them. He'd met a few of them himself, which makes me conclude that they're real. Fenrir has never lied to me, so they must be real. If you call Fenrir a liar, good luck. He has a way of finding you and won't try to give a logical argument. He will just torture and probably murder you for disputing his evidence. I'm afraid I will help, and I'm often a valuable addition to the torture and murder thing. I find with the two of us doing, the horrendous shit together, we remember the little things that make the differences when hurting others. Let me think of an example. Oh, yeah. Oh, a favourite of mine is torturing and killing those that they love in front of them while they are powerless to do anything about it. That's a good one. Or making the person choose who lives and dies. That's a good one. I mean, it never happens like they want. No one tends to want to live after working with us, to be honest. Hence, I did get last year's good present off Fenrir, a large coffee mug with the world's best torture on the side. Always amazes me what Amazon has in stock. Oh, where was I? Oh yeah, the Norse gods. I have to admit, they're pretty cool, aren't they? Thor's a boy, eh? Fighting and drinking and fighting and drinking. I suppose on top of those two religions, we have the shamanic bullshit of the nature spirit that made the werewolf tribe as well. So are those, they must be gods or something, mustn't they? Something similar. There has to be something to it. What that thing is, I've no idea, but something had made the werewolf tribe. You know, some magic and bollocks. I'm still an atheist, though. No, I suppose I'm not an atheist, am I? Am I an unbeliever? I know they exist, so I'm not, what is it called? An agnostic either. I suppose I think they're all a bit shit. I'm waiting for better ones to come along. This bunch of muppets are not having my faith, even if they do exist. I mean, they don't really deserve any admiration in the way that they are running things for their so-called worshippers, do they? The world is pretty much a horrible place for you people. Not for me. Okay, I suppose you can argue that you have to experience and know what evil is to choose not to do it. I get the argument. But if there is a good and great God, why is he even giving you the choice to be evil? Why is he showing it you? He could just give you a nice life where you all, wander around doing virtuous shit because you know no different. Having been to hell, I've added punching an angel to my bucket list. And maybe that'll happen in the new year. I know I've given myself a platform to complain on. Whinging is fun and to be just generally a bit of a dick about stuff and everything that you humans do. Now remember that all I say is just my opinion. But I must say that it being my opinion does mean it is correct. Unlike other people's opinions that are not wrong. No, they're not wrong, but very wrong or just pointless. Sorry, what was that? Pardon? Oh. Okay. I've been told that it is essential to say that this is solely my opinion, that it's okay for me to express it because I am entirely fictional. Werewolves, as you know, are not real, are they? They're not real, are they? So I have to be entirely fictional, don't I? So you cannot sue a fictional character. Although I hear that someone has tried to sue God. Hold on. Though he's not imaginary, is he? I know. Maybe Me being fictional is okay. Okay. And let's just say, I do not represent anyone else's views but the character Will the Werewolf in these podcasts. I also have to say a few things about me to those who don't know. I have been a werewolf for as long as I can remember. I was not bitten by a werewolf that changed me. I did not get the werewolf genes from my parents. My parents were just ordinary, hard-working, middle-class, homophobic racists, a thing of that generation I'm just supposed to accept, apparently. I am special. I am special. No, not special. Not in the snot bubbles and the drinking paint meaning of special. A special child. I am special because I was chosen as a child to become a werewolf by the great werewolf soul, Fenrir himself. You should hopefully know a lot about him already if you've listened to some of these episodes. You should know that he was born's wrong, isn't it? No, he was created close to Surgut in Russia. Now, some people who think I'm making all this shit up need to go and do some research. Go look at the place on the map if you need to do so. Go on. You've got Google and Wikipedia. It's owned by the werewolf tribe, Surgut. Go check out the city's flag and coat of arms and tell me it's a coincidence that it is a big black wolf that sits at the centre, much as the wolves sit at the centre in charge of the shit there. Yeah, you see. Is that the work of a patient and organised writer doing his due diligence and research to ensure that all his stories are factually correct in geographical and historical reference? Is it? Or is it that it's just all true and hidden behind a fiction label instead of a documentary docuseries? I will allow you to apply your own conjecture. God, that's a difficult word to say, isn't it? Conjecture. As an additional piece of information for your conjecture, who wrote this shit? Putin does not fear the tribe of werewolves. You know Putin. Everyone knows Putin. He fears fuck all in general, doesn't he? I don't think he knows what fear is. Having said that, Putin doesn't fuck with them either. He is, well, I don't know. This is only the fictional character's point of view and opinion. Putin, well, he's an utter psycho. Don't kill me. I do not think he can be scared of anything, but he's not frightened of the werewolves for only one relevant reason, and that is 'cause he is one. He had to be, really, didn't he, to make this story work? Huh? No? So luckily, he is one. Or is he really a werewolf and that this is not all makey-uppy nonsense? Who knows? Is this a fictional or factional podcast? Fictional, obviously. Okay, back to Fenrir the Wolf Soul. He was initially a failing wolf in a failing wolf pack during a fucking freezing and particularly long winter. Having done the historical studying bollocks after being told the story by Fenrir, I figured that some seismic activity in the Yellowstone area of America caused this longer than usual dark winter a few thousand years ago. I know. Thanks for appreciating the hard work I do. I like to be professional. Go and subscribe. Go and buy me a coffee. Go on, please. You know that there's a big fuck-off supervolcano there, don't you? No, not in Russia. Well, it probably is, but in America, in Yellowstone National Park. That's why there are geysers, Cockney geyser, and hot muddy plopping puddles there. Yellowstone is basically found inside the crater of a volcano. That's how big it is. I kind of hope you also realise that it's overdue to go pop. And when it does go pop properly, it's likely to fuck the world up potentially properly for a long while. It's caldera. That's a good word, isn't it? What, you don't know what a caldera is? You know the crater, the big open hole where the lava comes out of? Well, that, in this case, for this super volcano, is 43 miles by 28 miles wide. Yeah. Now, you may have just heard that and gone, numbers, nice, and passed over it without consideration of what that actually means. That is 1,204 square miles. You still don't get it, do you? That's pretty big. Okay, Let's try to think of something that we can compare that to. Oh yeah, right, let's look at London. London is 607 square miles. New York City is 469 square miles, and that includes the water. So you could fit them both in the hole where all that really hot gaseous shit will shoot out when it goes fucking bang. That's a big fucking bang. Now, to put that into some sort of perspective, Vesuvius' caldera fissure is 0.2 of a mile by 0.3 of a mile. So you can see that the Yellowstone caldera is for fucking huge. Sorry, I had to take the word fuck there and make it more fucking appropriate to explain the monumental size of the hole that is about to blow up and be another thing that kills the human race off. I always like the fact that something like that would be the end of the world. No, it's not true, is it? It would be the end of many plants and animals and humans, but the planet would recover. The planet would be different, but it wouldn't be the end. Again, you guys put so much importance in your we species. If we die, it's the end of the world. No, it's not. It must be nice to know that, in this case, you would not be the cause of the destruction of your own species, though. It's a rare thing that the thing that will kill you is really not yourselves. Your electric car will not save you from a volcanic explosion, I don't think. Maybe what's that new wagon thing that Mr. Elon Musk is making? Maybe that'll save it. Maybe that's why he's made it. Maybe it's ready and it's like Yellowstone proof. I don't know. Yellowstone is not the biggest caldera, by the way. Just off the coast is the Philippines. It's another ticking time bomb. The supervolcano there is twice as large, but that's underwater, so never mind, eh? That's what someone said to me. It's underwater. The Apolaki, the Apolaki caldera is twice as big as the one in Yellowstone, but it's under the sea, so that will put it out when it goes pop, huh? Fuck. Nope, that will make it several times worse when it goes off with a pop. Apolaki makes Vesuvius look like a mere pimple on the arse of a flea. Where was I? Oh, there was a point to this beyond telling you that Yellowstone is due for a massive explosion which will put so much ash into the sky that it will be dark for years and as an effect have no sunlight. Some of you remember when the little pop happened in Iceland recently and Europe went without air travel. Well, I know we would be without air travel again. How annoying. It would be a lot worse than that, I'm afraid. No light would get to those frenetically photosynthesizing plants, so they would die. The temperature of the planet would plummet. Go down by tens of degrees worldwide. Let's not mention the poisonous gases that would be created as well. Be a bit shit, really. And this is where I do that clever thing of the writer and bring this back into the narrative. Well, in this case, it was a lucky coincidence, but I'm told we all create our own luck, so this is made by me, obviously. So, back a couple of thousand years ago, Yellowstone had a small pop, not a big one, and it pumped a lot of ash and shit into the air. Even on the other side of the world, days disappeared. It was dark all the time. The animals starved due to the lack of growth in the spring that never came. The local humans and the local wolves were in deep shit, as we say. And it looked like goodbye when a shaman guy, let's call him Kevin, not his name, but I wish it was, rescued wolves and men through doing magic and bollocks. Now, we're getting to the point of the rant. Almost, anyway. He used the mushrooms that you see the pixies in books sitting under when you eat them. No, not when you eat the books, when you eat the fucking mushrooms. Well, you don't actually eat the mushrooms because otherwise you poison yourself. You actually drink the piss of a creature that has consumed the mushrooms a few hours before. Can you imagine the person who did that for the first time and tripped like fuck off reindeer piss? They all used reindeer mostly to do this, but they were all dead. Dead, I tell you. Dead because of the weather? Is it weather or climate or something else? Well, it was all fucked up. So they used a wolf. I know. It was a lucky coincidence that they had captured a wolf and that they wanted to speak to wolves, eh? Come on, there has to be some premise for werewolves being real. So, Kev, the shaman, passed the warm wolf pee around and told the people to drink it. Those with urolagnia lapped it up, of course, but anyway, but mostly the people drank it and chatted with wolves, and then, great spirit of nature or something. I don't know the ins and outs of it. Fenner's told me about it, but I was not there, so I don't know, and it does not involve me too much, so I don't really give a rat's ass about the details. But Kevin, God bless Kevin. Well, it wouldn't be God bless, would it? Anyway, Kevin went on a mushroom trip where he somehow managed to get the wolves to give their souls to the humans. There you go. So, why am I here? This is the fucking reason why I cannot make you a werewolf when you contact me in your hundreds. The whole point of this rant is I cannot help you be a werewolf. I am actually sorry, really sorry that I cannot. You would have a much better life and it would be fun and all that, but I cannot help you. So please stop asking. Last Thursday, as I said, I got my 1,000th request from someone or something called Dark Soul 420. So I had to write this episode to ask you with respect, and I am using respect, to please stop asking me to make you a werewolf. As far as I am aware, there are 74 werewolves in the world. Well, no, that's a lie, isn't it? I found a spell that kills them, so there's only 73 werewolves in the world now because only 73 souls would be available. Now, I know there are people listening and biting at their keyboard to tell me I'm wrong, that you know how to be and that you are a werewolf. Can I say you might be a werewolf from another method of lycanthropy production, but, and this is an important but, I don't give a shit, to be honest, if you are or not. And I am sure that through magic and bollocks, I don't know, fucking curses and Satan and all that shit, that you can be a werewolf too. But, to be honest, I don't know those ways and have never met one of these werewolves that have been created in a different manner, so I don't know them. I can believe that you are right and that there are other ways that werewolves or werefolk or wereweather can be created. It's just I don't know them or give a shit about them. I know there are 73 of my tribe in the world, and I know that Kevin the shaman did the magic to make them. What the magic was, I've no idea. If you are willing to make people a werewolf for a small fee, I will pass on your details to all those that ask me. Just follow the links in the description and contact us at one of our social media platforms. There's an email address as well. idonotcare@gmail.com. Or you can write a letter and address it to... Have you got a pen? That's it, a bit of paper. Or maybe like a tablet or something technical to write this down on. Are you ready? Okay, here's the address. Wildy Beast. Number 1, Does Not Give a Fuck Lane, Manchester. I wait on tenterhooks with the hope that you don't bother. Having said that, good luck in your respective werewolf journeys. I hope it works out for you, but please, after 1,000 inquiries, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Shout out to Rosanna Williams, who's having a tough time at the moment. And remember, next year's going to be really different for everybody. Exciting things are happening for Werewolf the Podcast, and we love you very much, and bye!